The life of Tiberius and Gaius Gracchi. Birth and death. Born in 168 BC in the city of Rome, Tiberius Gracchi was born into wealth and power and would go on to gain considerable power in both military rank and the Senate. Considered a master orator, he would go on to change many aspects of Rome and be remembered as one of the most influential Roman elites. Although Tiberius was able to gain some political alliances due to his family's abundance of political networks, he mainly gained most of his power through his planning and political favors. He would go on to later meet an untimely death at the hands of the senatorial elite around June of 133 through 130 BC. Born in 160 BC in the city of Rome, Gaius Gracchi was born into the same power and wealth as his brother. While following in his brother's footsteps in many aspects such as military enrollment and senatorial status, he would go on to form his own ideals on politics and voice his own views, which, on occasion, would conflict with Tiberius's own. After gaining considerable power, he met his death at his own hands on the Aventine Hill around 121 BC. Career. Tiberius was educated and mentored in philosophy, literature, and oratory. However, mainly oratory and philosophy, the latter of which he was extremely adept in. Tiberius would go on to join the army as a junior officer and serve under Scipio Aemilianus. He would go on to serve in the Battle of Carthage and even gain recognition from Consul Mancinius. After his service as a junior officer, he would later be elevated to the rank of quaestor, as Tiberius would be regarded as an expert negotiator and frequently used negotiations to save both himself and the Roman armies. The most notable example of this is when Tiberius made peace with the Spanish tribesmen and saved the Roman armies battling outnumbered with them in Numantia. Gaius was also educated in the same subjects as his older brother and also was a well-versed orator. He would also go on to enlist in the Roman army and gain the rank of quaestor after a lengthy military service. After his appointment to quaestor in 126 BC, he would go on to become tribune of the plebes in 123 BC, thus starting his political career. Political career. Tiberius was most known for his advocacy of agrarian law and supported it until it took precedence among the Senate. Agrarian law refers to the repossession of and distribution of public lands among laborers. Tiberius originally advocated agrarian law because he felt that Rome was dividing its resources and defenses among too many lands, and that was weakening Rome's economy, resources, and military. To pass the bill, Tiberius enlisted the help of many consular senators to pass it. After the bill was passed, Tiberius would become the patron to all the laboring clients. The clients would then provide a political platform for Tiberius to gain power. After gaining the rank of tribune in 133 BC, Tiberius was able to quell all opposition against him. In 132 BC, he would become the first tribune in 300 years to run for a second term. Like his brother Gaius, gained political power among the rich senators and patricians. After rising to the rank of tribune, he would use his political power to reform the judiciary system of Rome. After the death of his brother, Gaius would go on to seek revenge against Octavius and the senators who betrayed Tiberius. Unfortunately, he would meet his end after an angry mob on the Capitoline Hill absolved him of all of his political power and compelled him to commit suicide.